Hi, I'm Eli, and this is the devotion. Reading from Titus 2 and verse 13 from the King James Version. Looking for that blessed hope and the glorious appearing of the great God and our Savior, Jesus Christ. The crucifixion wasn't the end of the story, though at the time, the disciples thought it was. And sometimes people tend to finish the story right there, depending on their religious persuasion. It seems like a lot of times you'll see Jesus, then he's left up there on the cross. But just maybe people will allow the story to go on for 48 more hours, because there was a resurrection. And what a happy story that was. That was a happy ending, right? But no, Jesus went and he found 500 of his friends and followers and showed them that he was alive again, and then flew to heaven on a cloud. And that was an amazing ending to this story. I actually had a Bible storybook when I was a kid that actually finished the story right there. They figured, the Bible is the story of Jesus. And so once Jesus was gone, he was off the scene. They were like, well, okay, this is a good time to wrap it up, the end. And that was the last page of the book. Well, not exactly. It wasn't, because before he left, he told them that the Comforter would come. God's Spirit would come. After 10 days, the Spirit came and it filled the church, and the church was started. And Peter prophesied that it wasn't just for the people that were there right then, but it was for us. It was for our generation, or the people that were in far off nations. And so that brings us to where we are today. God has a plan for you, not just to make your life better, but to change you for the better, and to fill each one of you with his Spirit, and to fulfill his mission here on earth. And that is the end of the story, right? No, it's not, because human beings, we have something built into us. We think that we're going to live forever and that life itself is the end. And we never come to grips with the fact that it actually will end until it's about to end. Then we're like, oh, it comes time to die, and now dying actually is the end. Now I understand what the end is. But that's not really the truth even still. Because whether you live or whether you die, Jesus Christ promised that he will come back. And he's going to take you away with him and give you a new life in his forever kingdom. And that's never going to end. And yes, I really believe that. In the story that was told in 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, Paul told the believers about the hope of Christ's return for his church. And we love to celebrate that. But he closed that same message with this instruction. Comfort one another with these words. Paul wouldn't have asked the Thessalonian church to comfort each other with these words if there was no comfort that needed to be given. In this time, we are faced with a time where we need to encourage one another. We need to hold each other up. And a lot of times I think it's very easy for us to say, well, this is just God's plan, or this is just something that we got to power through, and we've got to act tough and act strong. And there might be something to be said for that. But there's a reason why we needed the comfort of knowing what the end really is. And so today I want to encourage you, with God, it's never over. It may look like the end, but a new chapter, a greater chapter, is just beginning. And that's the word for today. Portland Pentecostals, it breaks my heart that I can't actually see you face to face, but just know that I love you, the leadership of the church, the people of the church. We're binding together and praying for each other. And everyone that's watching, we appreciate you. Remember, he is not far, and this is not the end. See you soon.